Welcome back to Editorial Analysis and Answer Writing Practice at 9 p.m. If you are watching this video series for the first time, then please watch the intro video and then you can continue watching the present video. So as you know, between Monday to Thursday I will be uploading editorial analysis. Followed by every analysis I will be giving you a question. You can submit the answers for those questions. So every Saturday, so Monday to Thursday I will be giving you videos and questions. Saturday I will pick the best answers from whatever you have written. I will discuss the answers for those questions given and I will evaluate the best answers. I will highlight the do's and don'ts in those questions. So all those we will be doing on Saturday. So today's video will be a discussion video for the editorial analysis which I did on Thursday. That was my first video on editorial analysis. Alright. So based on the students' request, as per the students' request, I would like to extend the submission timing. So as per the original plan, you have to submit the answer within 12 hours. That is 9 p.m. I will be publishing the video. Before 9 a.m. tomorrow, you have to submit the answers, but I will extend the timing till 12 p.m. That is, if Monday night 9 p.m. if I am publishing a video, you submit your answers before 12 p.m. Tuesday. So if I give a question on Tuesday 9 p.m. you submit the answer before 12 p.m. Wednesday. Beyond Wednesday, your papers will not be considered for evaluation. Right? So the question which I gave in the last editorial discussion is regarding leader of opposition. So look at the question. The role of leader of opposition in Lok Sabha in facilitating effective functioning of parliament is as important as that of the government discussed. That is, the role of government is very important for effective functioning of parliament. When I say government, that largely the Prime Minister and the Council of Ministers. So like how the role of Prime Minister and Council of Ministers is important for effective functioning of parliament, the role of leader of opposition is also equally important. Discuss. Right? So how to introduce for this question? So 10 marker, you are going to write only 150 words. Okay, so since 150 words, you will not have more space for writing the introduction. Maximum 10% you can devote for introduction. That is 15 words. You can write 15 words introduction, not more than that. Don't randomly write everything in the introduction part. So either you can start with leader of opposition. That is one way of introduction. Start with leader of opposition. Who is leader of opposition? You can start with that. Or here a context has been given. What is the context? The role of leader of opposition in effective functioning of parliament is as important as that of government. So that you can slightly explain. For example, parliamentary democracy like India, the role of leader of opposition is very crucial for effective functioning of parliament as that of the government led by Prime Minister and his Council of Ministers. So this is one small intro. Either start with LOP or you briefly explain the context and then you can go into the body. So in the body part, the question is about the role of leader of opposition with respect to effective functioning of parliament. That means you are not expected to write all the important roles of leader of opposition. So you are expected to write the role with respect to effective functioning of parliament. Right? So you have leader of opposition. His role is crucial for effective functioning of parliament. Only that aspect you have to write. A lot of students, they have dumped the facts. Whatever I spoke in the editorial video, they have simply dumped. But the question is precisely saying about leader of opposition and his role in effective functioning of parliament. So that is what you have to write. So what all we can mention? Let's say he acts like a watchdog. So in the parliament, the government is going to come up with various laws, policies. So he will scrutinize everything and he will ensure that the national issues are prioritized. That way he acts as a watchdog for the effective functioning of parliament. Right? So he can engage in constructive debates. He can engage in constructive debates with the government. right, thereby help in smooth functioning of the parliament. Ultimately in the parliament the MPs has to discuss, they have to engage in debates, and they have to arrive at constructive policies. So his role will be crucial in that constructive debates, right. So in the parliament you will have many political parties. There will be ruling party, there will be many opposition parties, other small political parties. The leader of opposition will play a crucial role in taking the opinion of all these small parties and speaking in a single voice. See, there will be political parties which might have only one MP as representative or two MPs as representative. Their voice might go unheard, but the leader of opposition, on behalf of them also, he or she can take up those points and it can be put in the floor for discussion. So he helps in speaking in single voice, that is on behalf of all the political parties he can speak, right. He can also play a crucial role in smooth functioning of parliament. For example, all these opposition political parties, they can disrupt the functioning, they can engage in disruption of functioning of the parliament. But if the leader of opposition is strong, the leader of opposition can take the control of the opposition parties and can prevent the disruptions, so that active discussions are going in the parliament, right. And also, see, sometimes when government comes up with policies which takes into account of the opinion of majorities, then the opinion of the other diverse sections of societies will not be properly reflected in the policies. Sometimes government, by going by the majority's opinion, they might come up with some law policies. But leader of opposition can listen to the diverse opinions coming from the society, can listen to the minorities, voices of unheard can be listened by the leader of opposition, and this LOP can represent that the diverse section of the society, and he can present his voices in the parliament so that their voices are also heard. So he can involve in reflecting the diverse opinions, and he can provide constructive criticisms. So in a vibrant democracy, for effective functioning of the parliament, this constructive criticism, diverse opinion, preventing disruptions, speaking in single voice on behalf of the oppositions, engaging in constructive discussions with the government, scrutinizing the government and making them accountable for their policy measures, all this will help in effective functioning of parliament. So see all the points I am connecting with the functioning of parliament. But many students and many answers, they have simply dumped the role of leader of opposition, that's all. If you are going to dump whatever you are going to know, you will not get marks. Then finally you can conclude. Conclusion can be simple. So you can simply say, by facilitating discussions, meaningful discussions, and making the government accountable for their policies and actions, leader of opposition plays a crucial role in facilitating the effective functioning of parliament. Right? Like that you can give a very simple conclusion. Again, conclusion you cannot give more than 10% weightage. The biggest problem which I noted in the answers is introduction is vague, conclusion is vague, and in the body part you are simply writing the role of leader of opposition. You are not writing anything in connection with the parliament aspect. Okay. So however, of all the papers submitted, I have selected 2 papers. Even in those 2 papers, the answers are very average. Okay. But we need to start somewhere. We need to start somewhere to become better. So use this as an opportunity to make more mistakes. Don't feel that if you are making mistakes, you make more mistakes. Only from mistakes we can learn. So 2 answers I have taken. So even in those 2 answers there are issues which I will highlight. But however, of all the papers, these papers are better. But still lot more to improve. So Satya, what is the problem in your answer? Word limit. You have significantly exceeded the word limit. You have written more than 250 words for a 150 word question. Now look at the introduction part. You are highlighting about, okay, LOP was first recognized in 1969, that is correct. Salary Allowances Act gave legal backup, that is correct. then the role of leader of opposition is very crucial for the effective functioning of parliament. See, these 2 points are fine, but what about the third point? The third point has no direct linkage only. The first 2 points is fine, but the third point is not having direct linkage with the first 2 points. You could have directly started from this third point. The role of LOP is very crucial. From there only you could have started. Alright. Now coming to the roles and coming to the role of leader of opposition, see, the question is not about roles of leader of opposition. The question is regarding how his role is facilitating in the effective functioning of parliament. Please write that also. If you write that, you will not make mistake. You have written roles of leader of opposition and you have very well explained the roles, but not with respect to the parliament. And all your points are bigger. You have to make it more precise. Look at the first point. He ensures, LOP ensures accountability. Great. LOP will hold government answerable. Both are same. By holding the government answerable, you are making them accountable. Okay. So, these points are repetitive. With respect to balance the power, this point is not directly relevant, which I am not able to understand. Upholds the democracy. The question is regarding facilitating effective functioning of parliament. Okay, maybe you can say parliamentary democracy at least. So, there is a word parliament, there is some relation. Right. So, he is a member of various selection committees you have written. See, you could have mentioned about he is a member of various parliamentary committees that is connected with parliament. How Central Vigilance Commission, how the Lokpal, Lok Ayuktha, everything, how you can directly bring it to parliament. If you are mentioning parliamentary committees, then great. Whatever you have written, that is the role of leader of opposition, but not with respect to parliament. So, I am not able to see that linkage. And sixth point, I don't think it is directly relevant. Constructive criticism is the heading which you have given, where you are talking about Britain Convention, the shadow prime minister, etc., which is not connected to the question. But the good part of your answer is you have given the critical side of the role of LOP, which something which I would like to definitely appreciate. Alright, but however, your biggest problem is for 10 marker question you have significantly exceeded the word limit. So, ensure that you are playing with 150 words. Okay. Conclusion is okay. So, going to next one, Ajit Kumar. First impression, your handwriting is really good. Okay, but you have written the entire 150 words. You have maintained the word limit, but however, everything you have written in single page. You have to write in 2 pages. Keep that in mind. Now, with respect to your introduction, I have 2 problems. Problem number 1, it is not directly connected with the question. Problem number 2, I hope you have not used any internet references for this introduction. I hope that you have not used any AI or internet references, because for me, I felt the introduction part was little internetish. Okay, but if you have written on your own, great, I will appreciate, but however, I don't see any direct relevance with the question. This introduction, I don't see any direct relevance with the question. Now, with respect to the body, see, you have mentioned LOP facilitates effective functioning of what? That also you please mention. Your points are fine. Yes, your points are fine, except the last point, precedence and protocol. Okay, I'm able to understand that you want to convey that the leader of opposition post is very crucial. That is why cabinet minister ranking has been given to the leader of opposition. I am able to understand that you are trying to signify the position, but linking it with the parliamentary functioning, that is what is more important for this question. Right, and conclusion also, see, conclusion you have mentioned the post of LOP in Indian Parliament has been statutory position in 1977. Okay. By holding the government accountable, providing etc., safeguarding democratic values. See, 2 problems here. Problem number 1, why are you writing about this? How it is connected with the second point? Then, the second point also you have never mentioned about parliamentary functioning. You are saying safeguarding democratic values. Instead, you could have said plays a crucial role in facilitating the effective functioning of Parliament. At least that statement you could have given. Conclusion is very important. Only after seeing the conclusion, the final score will be awarded. Right? In general, I see students are dumping the points. Whatever I explain in editorial, that will give you understanding. Based on the understanding, you have to write the answer. You have to write the answer by understanding the demand of the question. Please don't deviate. Don't dump. Don't exceed the word limit. Right here, I think Ajit have mentioned that he took 17 minutes. You cannot take more than 7 minutes to write a 10 marker question, but this is starting phase. If there is if the time limit is exceeding, it is okay, but practice once again. So I will give you a model answer for this question. I will pin it in the comment section of this video. I will pin the model answer in the comment section. So go through the model answer. It is a model answer only. Rewrite the answer within 7 minutes framework. Alright. I hope this initiative is adding value to your preparation. I would like to hear your feedback from you in the comment section. So share this initiative with your friends. So more the participants, that is going to be more competitive. Learning will be great. Right, I want to hear more about the initiative from you in the comment section. Right, tell me how all I can help you. So in all possible ways, I would like to help you in your course of preparation. So see you next week with other set of important editorials. Till then, take care. Bye.